Welcome back. So let's talk about City of Angels, which is a movie that I wanted to see just for the cast and because I watched whenever she did this a long time ago, a YouTuber named Lindsay Ellis, who I love all her work, and she used to be on this channel where she did a lot of like nitpicky videos because of the regulations on that channel, but like she did a video on City of Angels which was really funny because of all the unintentionally hilarious shit in the movie that I watched that video of hers a lot whenever it was on YouTube, so I really wanted to see this movie, and it took me a long time to watch it because she did that video years ago. But City of Angels is a movie starring Meg Ryan and Nicolas Cage, and it's based, like, it's a remake of a movie called Wings of Desire that I think is a German art house film that I have not seen. I would like to see one day, though, because I bet it'll be better than this. And the plot is that Meg Ryan is a doctor, and Nicolas Cage is an angel. And he is terrifying. Like, this is one of the most unintentionally terrifying performances ever, because he's supposed to be like this heavenly angel, but it's Nicolas Cage, and he has this death stare that is creepy. And to be fair, he's an angel. He's welcoming death to the person. But the way he looks just does not fit. It's so incredibly miscast in how he is in this movie. Very creepy. And just very unintentionally creepy. And again, like, the plot is that Meg Ryan's character is a doctor and Seth, Nicolas Cage's character, they both fall in love. But he's an angel. He wants the lust of being human. So it's a romance movie and they fall in love, and then he kills himself and becomes human, or becomes alive instead of being an angel. And then Meg Ryan goes and is getting in pairs, and then she gets killed. So she dies and he is left on Earth as a human. And in the end of the movie, he's happy, I guess, and he like jumps into the water while the angels watch, and he's happy even though she just died, the person that he loved. What? Like, I do love how insane that is, and it's not like it goes to that really quick in the movie. It's the end of the movie whenever she dies, but still, it's just unintentionally silly where, like, they build up this whole thing of like they love each other, and then he dies and becomes alive, and then she dies and goes to heaven, and he doesn't see her because he's a human now. So it's just so bad in that way, but, or not bad, but it's just so goofy in that way that I just sat there like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Why would you? And I know it's a romantic movie. I know that you're supposed to have, not all romantic movies have this, but I know romantic movies have to have the sad ending. And this one does have a sad ending, and honestly, the goodbye whenever, like, they're both, like, before she dies, like, actually is really well done. I thought that actually was really good. But it just is goofy in its intent, like, that she dies, and then he's left on Earth as a human now, or as alive now. I don't know why I keep saying human. As alive, he doesn't have her anymore, and he's happy. I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense. Now talk about the acting in this movie. The acting, I think, is actually fine and serviceable. I do like these two leads. Meg Ryan is usual Meg Ryan in this movie. Like, in the movies I've seen her in, like the romantic one, she's fine. Nicolas Cage is, like, he's more subtle in this movie, but he's more creepy. Like, he's way more subtle in this movie than he is in a lot of other shit. But he's just very, very incredibly miscast and very creepy. Just unintentionally creepy, just having him watch people like as the angel. Like, it really does creep me out. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So the acting is good, the romance is fine, and it's coming from a person who's not a big fan of this genre, but I thought the romance was average fine. There's some cool cinematography, like, sometimes, and the movie, I feel like the movie's problem is it just tries to be more than what it is. Like, it is a romantic drama, and it's trying to be like, oh, answering questions about, like, be life beyond death, and like him being an angel, and like how he sees the world. Like, it's more of a pretentious movie that's not very I'm not gonna say bad. It's just not that great. It's just okay. So it's just a very overly pretentious, or not very overly. Sometimes it's over pretentious, not all the time. It just is a little bit in the way where it's you can notice it. Not throughout the whole movie, but there are moments where you're just like, oh, you're trying to be way more than what you are, which isn't a bad thing. It made it a little bit more memorable that it was kind of over pretentious, but still, this one was just okay and average, and it's not a genre that I'm a fan of. But I wanted to see it just because of the two leads in it, because I do like the two leads a lot. So that's my thoughts on City of Angels, a really interesting movie that I really wouldn't have had any intention to watch, besides the fact that Lindsay Ellis, who's one of my favorite YouTubers ever, she did a review on it a long time ago, and I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. So I had to watch this for the unintentionally silly shit it had in it. And it did have some unintentionally creepy or silly shit in the movie, so that's my thought on City of Angels. Tell me down below what you think of this movie if you've seen it, and thank you guys so much for watching.